We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. He spins free. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson now on second down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
3rd and 2, Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. Lamar Miller, the 30. 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 76 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When they scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson off play action. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Titans getting set to go. First down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mariota now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? He's going to get it running right. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Come back.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. Give him 30 yards there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Come back, come back.
Watson on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle first and 10 at their own 22.
Man, I got you.
Following the interception here, Mariota caught right side, Davis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Lay down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. The ball comes out, and that might be Titan football. It is.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Throw right side caught by Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air again, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Suckup. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now stands at 13. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. The final shot before the break, Watson. And this is incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. One.
To throw is Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Mariota now. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side, completes a QT. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Richmond.
To the air yet again, Watson. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jarrell Casey with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside.